Good afternoon, everybody. I'm just going to wait a few seconds for people to come in, and Alex is going to give me the thumbs up when it's good time to start. Thank you so much, Alex, and welcome to everybody today for the Wine Industry Mentor Program launch session for our wonderful mentors. I recognise that we are standing, or we are actually not standing, we're speaking in this webinar on the lands of the Kaurna people. And I also recognise the traditional owners of the lands of which we are all today working from, and the First Nations people present in this webinar. I pay my respects to past and present. Firstly, thank you so much to all the mentors for coming on board as a mentor. Having been a mentor myself, I know it's a huge commitment, and we're really, really grateful for your time. We're overwhelmed at the caliber of the mentors. In fact, I'm out this year because you guys are so good that I'm intimidated by you all. So thank you so much for contributing. Earlier today, we had just now, actually, we've just finished the mentee session, and they're all keyed up and ready to go. So watch out, they're probably going to get in contact with you pretty much straight away because I told them to, and I hope that they do. I will now start by introducing myself, and my name is Linda Schenk, and I am the owner of Purple Giraffe, and I'm also the National Chair of Wine Communicators of Australia, and it's a really wonderful position that I'm in. I'd like to talk a little bit about Wine Communicators of Australia. Our mission is to connect, develop, engage, inspire professionals within the wine industry. And of course, this program fits within our program of activities and events that we do. The Mentor Program. We also host 10 webinars a year. We host the Market Growth Summit, the D2C Conference, and the Wine Communicator of the Year Awards, along with the Sydney Royal Wine Show lunch and the Adelaide Royal Wine Show lunch. And I've said that wrong, so I apologise to the Sydney people, and also the Melbourne Wine Show lunch. We contribute with the people from Melbourne there. What I would really encourage you to do, if you are not already as a mentor, is please become a member of Wine Communicators of Australia or one of our program partners as a member, because it's a really great, they're all great organisations, and we're all just doing our best to make sure that we're helping build and foster greatness in this industry. So please join along and come along and meet some great people. We have an esteemed panel of partners with us today, and I will be talking about them a little bit later. But what I might do now is progress on our slides, which is what I forgot to do last session, and talk about the overview of the Mentor Program. So the Mentor Program was actually launched in 2019 and in its current guise. And if it wasn't for our supporting partners who are with us today, we probably never would have got off the ground. So we're very, very grateful for their contribution and ongoing contribution. In 2007, we had a program that was called Guns and Gurus, which was our old program, but this is the one that we're talking about today, has been going since 2019. So it's been going for a while now. The program was designed for the whole of sector. It was an initiative aimed to support and inspire the future and current generations of wine industry professionals by tapping into the expertise and insights from the best in their field, and that is you guys. We do this across a vast section of roles, including grape growers and vignerons, winemakers, cellar door staff, owners, CEOs, wine judges, marketeers, researchers, and education providers, among many more. Of course, we have wine journalists as well, who actually were the founding members of Wine Communicators many, many years ago. We have in this year's cohort 57 mentees that have been chosen, which is nearly half of what we actually received as applications. So there was basically over 50 people that didn't make it through to the program this year. This program would not run without the amazing efforts of Alex Bergenen, and we are very fortunate in Wine Communicators of Australia to have discovered this wonderful woman, and we love her to bits, and I'd like to introduce Alex right now. Over to you, Alex.
Oh, too kind, Linda. Thank you very much. I'm just doing my bit as well. Hello, everybody. I'm sure you already have all my contact details from the barrage of emails and phone calls I've been sending your way over the last couple of weeks. But it's there on the screen if you want it. And just to let you know, we will be sending everyone a video recording of this session and also these presentation slides. So please don't feel like you need to write anything down. It'll all be sent to you after this session concludes. Another little reminder from me while I'm here is at the end of this session, we do have a Q&A section. So it would be wonderful if you do have any questions, you think of any questions as we're going through this session, if you could please pop them down in the Q&A box. It's really great and quite important to put it in the Q&A box, not in the chat, because the Q&A box is actually recorded by Zoom, so it'll write everyone's questions down for me and also the people that asked them. So if by any chance we don't get to answer them today, I'll be able to send any answers and communicate with you after this session. So yeah, if you can think of any questions, please do put them in the Q&A box. And thank you very much.
Well done, Alex. It is with great pleasure right now that I get to introduce the wonderful people that have helped this program get off the ground and continue to support it. And the first person I'd like to introduce is from the University of Adelaide, who was our founding partner. And without the University of Adelaide's support way back in 2019, this program would not have come off the ground. So I'd like to introduce you to Armando Corsi, and I'll over to you, Armando.
Thank you very much, Linda, and good afternoon. I would say now probably for everyone, even if you are in WA, yeah, just by a little bit. My name is Armando Corsi. I'm the director of the Wine Business Group here at the Adelaide Business School, and I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you mentors of the 2025 Wine Industry Mentor Program on behalf of the university. As Linda said, we are a proud sponsor of this program since its first edition, which took place 6 years ago. The program has evolved in multiple ways in the last few years. We have expanded the focus of the program from business marketing and the communication side of the wine sector to the viticulture and enology side. We also have now all the major wine industry associations involved in the program: Wine Australia, ASVO, and WISA. And we also have the support of Mentor Cloud, which as a mentoring platform has enabled us to streamline the mentor and mentee pairing process and really provide you with a great experience, I think, throughout the program in terms of access to material and connecting with your mentees. So I guess what hasn't changed? What hasn't changed, I think, is the original goal and ambition that we have set up at the beginning of this journey, which is to create the best and most comprehensive program that the wine sector has ever seen, whether domestically or internationally. And this is really to support the most valuable asset that we have in our sector, which is people. I'm particularly pleased to see this as it strengthens the whole of supply chain approach for the wine sector that we have at the University of Adelaide. And I'm also very confident to say also what it's going to be the new journey as we are merging with UniSA to create Adelaide University. I would really like to thank you, all of you mentors, for donating your time and experience to help the development of the next generation of wine industry leaders. And I think the Australian wine industry will be better thanks to your efforts. Also, as Linda said, I would like to extend a huge thank you to all the partners who made the program available even this year. Alex Bergener, who is working relentless to get us where we are today, and to all my fellow partners, Joe Hargreaves, Linda Schenk, Ruth Harris, Liz Schoen, and Chris Water. In conclusion, thank you very much again for joining with us today. I know that you have a very busy schedule ahead of you, so I will pass the microphone back to Linda and to my fellow partners. Cheers.
Thank you, Armando. Apologies for the slides there. I'm trying to get my screen back on, but the thing is just causing me all sorts of grief right now. So you can see it's just flipping every time I try to change it. So I'm just going to leave it off for a minute, and perhaps, Alex, if you can turn me on from your end, that would be awesome. Otherwise, we will keep going. I would really love to introduce right now the amazing and ever supportive Joe Hargreaves. Joe is from Wine Australia, and Wine Australia are our major contributing partner, and we're very, very grateful for your support. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks so much, Linda, and hi, everyone. The first thing that I want to say is that this program would not be the success that it is without your involvement and sharing your time and expertise. So we really thank you for that. And I know there's a number of returning mentors, which is amazing, and also a number of my future leaders, graduates that step in as mentors. So hello, a special hello to all of you. Not that I'm playing favorites, but you know, what can I do? So yeah, thank you all. What I wanted to do, and I haven't done this before, and it's probably been a bit remiss of me, but I want to highlight some of the programs, the range of programs that Wine Australia does support, because part of your role as a mentor will be opening up opportunities for them and talking to them about what other things they can step into. So the first one is the Rootlings Youth Network, which we run in sponsored in with ASVO, sorry, and that we've got Jenna Vaughan from The Hunter who's activating that program for us. I'm going to put some links in the chat, so you'll have them available. The other one is that we've run the Next Crop Regional Leadership Program. Now, participants have already been selected for those regions this year, but just so you're aware, it's running in Coonawarra, Victoria, across Yarra, Mornington and Gippsland, and in the Barossa and in Queensland. But that's a program that we run every year. So it's a matter of people just keeping an eye out, connecting with their regional associations so that they're aware of when those programs hit their regions. The other thing, obviously, is Future Leaders. The next program will be 2027. That's for mid-career professionals, and mentees in this year will be heading towards that path by the time we hit 2027. The other thing too is our Careers in Viticulture and Wine site. So if, you know, with this younger generation, if they want to connect with their local schools, we've got an amazing new resource that they can tap into and use that to enable those connections. So I'll put some links in the chat, but before I finish, I just really also want to obviously acknowledge the work of Alex and all of our fellow program partners, and we're really looking forward to seeing how these connections play out over the next 6 months. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks again, Jo. It's Linda here. For some reason, my screen has struck, so guess what? You don't get to see me, haha. Anyway, I'd now like to actually introduce, oh, thank you, Alex, introduce Chris Waters from ASVO, who is another one of our amazing supporters of the program. Thanks, Chris.
Many thanks, Linda. Hello, everyone. As Linda mentioned, I'm Chris Waters. So I am from the ASVO, the Australian Society of Viticulture and Enology. Look, first and foremost, I want to thank you for volunteering your time and your expertise. Your willingness to mentor and support the next generation in our wine sector, it's invaluable. We understand that it's a significant commitment. Look, on top of your busy lives, you've taken this on, and I want to acknowledge and thank you for that, especially, I guess, those that have returning. You've been through it, you know the commitment it takes, and to come back again, we really appreciate that. I also want to thank the other partners in supporting and amplifying this program, and especially, I guess, highlight Alex and Wine Communicators for shouldering a lot of that burden. So we're really, really proud to be a supporter of the program. It's an incredible opportunity for the mentees, but also for you as mentors. Look, it's a chance to strengthen your own networks. We speak to the mentees much about expanding and broadening their networks, but it'll do it for your own and your perspectives, I guess. You'll get to see the industry and the world through somebody else's eyes and connect more deeply with the whole wider community. We all know, as you know, being a mentor can be as much a learning experience as it is an opportunity to give back. This is my opportunity to shamelessly plug the ASVO. So we're proud to support the program. Why? Well, because we believe strongly in the role of, I guess, ASVO and other associations to champion the talent, to provide a platform for innovation, best practice, and foster a sense of belonging. That's the thing, that the glue that holds us all together. Who is ASVO? What is our value proposition? If you're not a member, you could be asking that. Well, our value proposition, we're the pathway to industry excellence. Whether you're new to the industry, as you know, there's things like route links for you, or you're a seasoned professional. Now, obviously, that's probably more the category you'll be in here. ASVO has you covered. We have things like open forums, which are practical, plain English discussion by practitioners, tackling, the real world issues they're facing. We do podcasts, we do webinars, and they help you stay sharp. Expert-led content, and all those are recorded, and as members you can catch up at a time when that suits you. We've got member-only resources, technical papers, industry updates. We have a whole new range of scholarships to support professional growth, not just for early entries, but right through. And of course, new to us this year is we're now offering the WESET courses online. So if it's not for yourself, it could be for your staff, for Celador or other people in that caliber. We can do tailor-made WESET courses for you. So in essence, we represent a community of passionate members, and they show us every day that it's not what you know, but who you connected with that matters. So I do hope you share my belief in the value of industry associations for fostering the talents. And if you're not a member, join us. If ASVO is not the right fit for you, and it might not be, seek out the one that best suits your industry or profession. Each of these associations offer unique value. So thank you again for your dedication, your generosity in sharing your time and experience. I wish you a wonderful experience as mentors, and I look forward to, seeing the relationships and ideas that will grow from this program. And so with that, I'll hand back to you, Linda.
Thanks so much, Chris. That's fantastic. Really great words. Now I'd really love to introduce Liz Schön, who is the Executive Chair of WISER. Over to you, Liz.
Thanks, Linda. And hi, everyone, and congratulations on being part of the 25 program. And for many of you, it would be repeat. It's great seeing so many familiar names in the list there. WISER is really pleased to be part of this program, and really grateful to Alex and Wine Communicators for bringing us all together. I've personally been a mentor in this program for the last 3 years, and probably would have been this year if it wasn't for the timing of my baby daughter, Amelia, who just turned 4 weeks old. But it's wonderful seeing one of my past mentees, Sid Pachar, on the call as a mentor this year. So well done, Sid. Wine Industry Suppliers Association, or WISER, we're actually turned 25 this year. We're celebrating our 25th anniversary. We're an international membership organisation designed for industry, by industry for industry. We represent the businesses and people who provide the expertise, technology and services that power the entire wine value chain, from the vineyard to the consumer. Our members might not always be the ones making the wine, but they certainly are the ones helping make great wine possible. They do this through their packaging, equipment, technology, sustainable solutions, logistics, research, and much more. So we connect, communicate, and advocate for a stronger, more resilient wine sector. And we do that by supporting collaboration and elevating innovation, and sharing the resources that help both suppliers and producers grow. We run a number of events throughout the year, and some of them on our own and others in collaboration with other membership bodies like this particular program. As future leaders of the industry, you're already part of this fabulous ecosystem. And so as a mentor, and most of you second or third or more times around, encourage you to just give it all, the the more you put in, the more you get out, as many people have already said. So building connections is what it's all about. Also looking beyond your own business or role to see how all the pieces fit together. And if you're interested in becoming a WISER member, please get in touch with me directly or have a look at our website for more information. And if you already are a member, one of the ways you can collaborate further is by joining one of our working groups. But we're thrilled to see such a diverse and talented cohort stepping forward, and we look forward to supporting you on your journey. Thank you.
That's brilliant, Liz, and great advice there. To what you put in is what you get out of it, which brings me to my next section in our session today, and that is around some tips that we've got for mentors. And if I could get this thing to move forward, that would be brilliant. Here we go. So the tips for mentors. Ideally, it's really great if you will let the mentees, they have been told and they've been asked to make sure that they drive the agenda, and it's up to them to contact and reach out to you. So ideally, you will be meeting with them once per month. For those of you who've done it before, you know how it works. We really encourage you to try and have open dialogue and practice active listening, which means do more listening than you do speaking, and let the mentees get their words out. We highlight the generational differences. So sometimes we all know that you might be in your mid or at the, in the senior part of your career. And sometimes the mentees can be, at the beginning of their career. And so, there might be different perspectives on things. And so we encourage you to try and just understand and highlight that there are differences. Mentors, it's not our job to solve anyone's problems, but it's a really great opportunity to have organic relationships and developments, and have, structured meetings where there's balance and goals set for the mentees to achieve and do. So when I've been a mentor before, I often set homework for my mentee to go away and research things or come up with decisions on how they want to shape their career moving forward. Sometimes the content can be quite personal, and sometimes it can be just career orientated, or sometimes it can be both. So it really depends on your relationship. And of course, what tends to happen is, as a mentor, is that sometimes the program, even though it finishes in 6 months' time, you will build a fantastic relationship with that person, and no doubt you will keep in contact for a lot longer period. And this is what is going to help make our industry so fabulous, because we've got these wonderful relationships where we can all support and help each other. So that's the tips for mentors. Now, it is my job to actually talk a little bit about Mentor Cloud, which is the program that we use to help match our mentors and mentees. It's also a fantastic program that has got lots and lots of tools in it. And I'm going to pass you over and introduce you to Alexandra. And Alexandra comes to us today from France, from Paris. So thank you so much for coming all this way over. But Alexandra is going to share some things with you on how to use and maximize your experience with Mentor Cloud. Thanks, Alexandra.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Alexandra, and I represent Mentor Cloud. It's a mentoring platform that facilitates your connections. Thank you for joining this program as mentors. Your time and dedication are truly a motivation to all of us, and congratulations to Alex and partners for making this wonderful program happen once again. So you already had a chance to create your profile on the mentoring platform, and now I will do a quick walkthrough of the platform and give you tips on how to use it. Let me share my screen. Once you log into the platform, this is the view you will be having. This is the home page, and the first thing you see is the mentoring relationship. By this time, you've been matched with your mentee, and you will have this opportunity to press on this button and easily track your mentoring relationship. On the right side over here, there is a checklist that you can follow to start your relationship and basically go through it. So the first thing is setting up your first meeting. Some of them have already done that. And as the initiative is coming from the mentee side in this program, you don't have to take care of it, but do not hesitate to reach out to your mentee as well if things are a bit on a quiet side. Once you're going into a mentoring relationship, you can establish your goals, and this tool over here will help you with that. So this one is automatically generated, but you can always add new goals over here. Once you create a goal, you can add additional tasks, and once all the tasks are checked out, the goal will be marked as complete. You can set a deadline, and you can set those goals for your mentee, and they can work on certain things in between the sessions. Next step is the session tab. Here you will have access to all the sessions that you've scheduled with your mentee. We have another option of logging a session. Some people, some mentoring matches, they have an opportunity to meet in person. So I would like to emphasize on the necessity to log your sessions. It's important for us program admins to see that your relationship is going well and you're clicking, your communication is happening, and we would really appreciate it. In the message tab, you will be able to communicate with your mentee. And here in the notes section, you can add the notes based on your what you discussed in the session, and you will be able to share it with your mentee as well. I strongly encourage you to export those notes before the mentoring relationship is over, because you might not have access to them once it is over. Another thing I would like to show you is the Learn tab. In the Learn tab, you have a bunch of learning resources. One of the things you'll have access to are the digital badges over here. You can download them and add them to your, for example, LinkedIn profile to show that you are participating in this wonderful program. Another thing is there is a helpful guide to prepare you for your first meeting. So some of them are not new to this program, they know how it works, but some of you might be anxious before the first meeting, and there are some questions that you can ask your mentee in preparation for the first meeting and during the first meeting, and to start the conversation going. In the community, you can share interesting updates. It works exactly like the Facebook feed. You can share the news and learn from your other participants in this program. If you go to the top right corner, there is a profile section, and in case you need to update your profile, in case your location has changed, your time zone, your position, your company, what you could do is you can edit it here. So the first step in your profile is the basic profile. It's basic information that you mentioned. And another step is the WCA mentoring program profile. So what you could do is you could press edit and edit the information you already shared with us earlier when you were filling out your profile. Don't forget to press save because before you're exiting this tab. The last thing I would like to show you is the settings and privacy tab. Here you can set up your video conferencing tools. You can synchronize your calendar. Once you're synchronizing your calendar, we don't have access to any of your private information. This will only allow mentees schedule the sessions more efficiently, as they will see if you're available at certain time. As for the video conferencing setups, you can add the permanent links for Google Meet, for Zoom over here. And when the session is created, you will be automatically redirected to that link, and you will have like a room where you're always meeting. You can always use the MentorCloud video conferencing tool, which will you will stay on this platform and have your conversations over here. Don't forget to update your time zone. It's more of a change for me than for you. However, to make the scheduling more efficient, don't forget to do that. In terms of security, you can change your password here. And the last thing are the notifications. Here you can change your notification settings. If you'd like to receive updates from MentorCloud and WCA, you can change it all over here. And if you connect your WhatsApp number, you will be able to receive instant notifications about sessions and updates in your mentoring relationship. And if you have any questions on the technical side about the platform, you can always reach out to me. I am admin on the platform, and you can reach out to me at the email alexandra@mentorcloud.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Alexandra, for sharing that with us and for showing us how to use the platform. I'm just going to reshare my screen now. The Mentor Cloud program for us is really important that it's really helpful actually if you can use it because it helps us understand what's going on in terms of when you and your mentees are meeting. We don't have any access at all to any discussions that you might be having with your mentees, but it does give us information and helps us with our programming for the Mentor program. So we're going to move now to the Q&A section of this presentation. So if you've got any questions, please feel free to add them into the presentation or down the bottom of your screen right now. And Alex, you might pop your screen back on and to let us know if you've got any questions there that you can answer for people.
Yep, there's no questions there at the moment, which is hopefully a good thing. It means it's not that everyone's being shy, it's just that everybody has a good grasp from today. But maybe, Linda, if you wanted to, we could play the video, and obviously if any crop up whilst the video's playing, I'll let you know and we can answer them. And obviously everyone has my direct email, so if you'd rather answer offline after this session, that's absolutely fine.
Not a problem at all. Let's do that. So let me do this. And this, and here we go, enjoy.
Good morning, my name's Kai Roethlisberger. I've just been part of the recent 2024 Mentor program. It's been excellent. I've learned an enormous amount, grown a lot. A very big thank you to my mentor, Colin Bell. We've had regular chats, been on the phone, Zoom, about all things from VIDI to team management, dealing with staff, improving staff. It's been excellent on many avenues, and I would highly recommend any young people in the wine industry to give it a go.
Hi, I'm Holly Granger and I was part of this year's WCA 2024 cohort. It's been an invaluable experience. I highly recommend it. I'm really grateful getting rid of that imposter syndrome, and some great chats have been had with Lee. So thank you so much, Lee.
My pleasure. I'm Lee from Blankmore Winery. How you doing? This is my third year as a mentor, and it's been really fascinating. Every year has been different, but that imposter syndrome thing keeps coming up. It's something I absolutely struggle with myself, and yeah, it's lovely having those conversations. And I think most of the mentors that I've spoken to would agree that you often don't know who is the mentor and who is the mentee. I think we all learn from each other, and it's I've loved the experience, and I hope to carry on being a part of it. So thank you to the whole Wine Communicators of Australia team for allowing us to be a part of it, and all the best for 2025, and cheers.
Hello, my name's Genevieve, and I've been a mentee in this year's program. I joined the program because I was looking for some guidance to help me navigate some fairly significant developments that are underway at my workplace, and I was seeking to really sharpen my strategic thinking and to really grow further as a leader in the industry with wine marketing. However, during the program, the focus really shifted into more of a personal one, as my mentor Darren saw a need for me to really build my confidence and to genuinely acknowledge the impact that I have made in my career so far. And he's really given me some great tools and strategies to use to continue to build that confidence. So I feel incredibly honoured and grateful to Darren for his mentorship, and I'd like to thank him for his encouragement and his insight and his kindness. It's been a wonderful experience, a truly enriching program.
Hi there, Tim Blair here from Murray Street Vineyards. 6 months ago I got paired up with Fiona Finlay from Voyager Estate. Absolutely incredible opportunity for myself. I remember first week I reached out to Fiona. We met up in Melbourne before a Good Food and Wine show, and yeah, just got to do a face-to-face introduction, which I think really helped with building a relationship. We've had numerous catch-ups. There's been a lot of questions, goal setting, looking into the future. What does this industry have for me? So Fiona's been fantastic in challenging me in a lot of different ways, but also keeping me level-headed. So I guess to all of you out there that are looking to grow in this industry and sort of see what it has in store for you, I think this program is a great opportunity just to understand and to be able to ask questions. And yeah, it's just a brilliant opportunity.
Hi, I'm Emily Hay, and I've had the tremendous honour of mentoring Matilda Innes in the 2024 WCA Mentor Program. Now, we're both marketers in regional areas, and so our synergies on paper were already pretty solid. What we quickly found, though, was that we had great alignment in our values, and even though all of our sessions were virtual, created a really wonderful and fast connection. I think it really put us at ease as we worked through those first get to know you sessions. So the real value, and I do hope I speak for both of us here, came from the later sessions, which evolved quite organically. Each of these sessions, which of course focused on Matilda, were an exceptional learning experience for me too, in honing the skills of switching off the rest of the world for an hour or so and tuning in to Matilda. We're all so busy in our own workplaces that the temptation of multitasking and racing ahead with assumptions is very strong. This program was a gift to remind me to slow down and just listen. Now, as a past mentee in this program, I have to admit that stepping into the role as mentor was a little daunting. I'd had such a positive experience. I did not want to mess this up for Matilda. I'm really proud of the brave conversations we had and of the way that Matilda is stepping up and into a confident leader, not only in her own family business, but in her region. I know she's going to go on and do amazing things, and I look forward to coming together and catching up and perhaps pulling each other back into line when we need it. Now finally, to this year's mentees, I hope you will consider coming back into the fold as a mentor. It's just as rewarding and then some as your own experience this year.
Hi there, my name's Steve Lazinski, and I'm grateful to have been a participant in the Wine Communicators of Australia Mentor Program for 2024. I was partnered with Katie Spain. We had some fantastic conversations, and Katie really stretched my thinking and ensured that I was looking at things from a different perspective. And for that, I'm truly grateful. The conversations that we had led to further opportunities that came to the fore over the last few months. I'm confident our relationship will continue to evolve, and I'll be able to continue to have that conversation with Katie over the years to come.
Hi, I'm Sam from Xanthan Clean Wines in Rutherglen. My mentor this year was Paul Henry. Honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better match. Paul was exactly the mentor that I needed at this stage in my career. We got along really well, and catching up with him was, kind of like catching up with an old friend. It was comfortable and familiar, but then of course he'd ask me all these brilliant questions that really challenged me and pushed my way of thinking. We spoke about lots of things, from, how do you create the perfect riskless adventure for your customers? How do you craft an authentic brand experience? How do you, how do your strategies change within different sales channels? We also spoke a lot about leadership and team management, which came at the perfect time and helped me to kind of navigate a few challenging conversations that I had to have this year. I think it's so important for young or emerging leaders to have access to this wealth of knowledge that sits within the sector. So thank you so much for allowing me this opportunity to join the mentor program. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Marcus. I'm a mentor in this wonderful program, and I'm a wine merchant, so it's all about sales and marketing, and I'm also very, very passionate about wine education and also a WSET wine educator. In this magnificent program, I was paired this year with a wonderful mentee called Max Gu. He is a winemaker for Schubert Wine Estate in the Barossa, and he didn't hesitate to call me within 1 minute of the announcement and said, Marcus, I want to learn about the supply chain, the whole thing. And I said, let's go to work, and we hit it off right away. So I guided him through the whole program, and it was absolutely fantastic relationship. We had so much fun. We even caught up twice for dinner, and we had weekly sessions. So it was absolutely fantastic. And after all, I can already say with a very famous quote, this is the beginning of a wonderful friendship.
Good afternoon, all. This is Pia from Australian Vintage Boronga Hill Winery. My role was a mentor for Kylie Langford, assistant winemaker from Treasury Wine Estate, Barossa. Firstly, I would like to thank Wine Communicators of Australia and all other partners for this inspiring program. Kylie, what an amazing journey it has been in the last 6 months. To see you setting up your goals, working towards each of them, your ability to constantly overcome challenges and strive for excellence is both inspiring and admirable. And I am really honoured to be part of this journey.
My name's Tim Wilson. I'm the General Manager of Punt Road Wines and a Napoleon cider in the Yarra Valley. I was fortunate enough to be able to mentor Ashley Seymour, the winemaker at Paxton in McLaren Vale. What was particularly engaging for me in this mentoring was that Ashley had reached a point in her career similar to a point I had run into about 6 years ago in terms of being a winemaker and then looking at what next and whether you branch out of a technical winemaking stream into a more business-focused part of your career. So it was great to be able to draw on some of the experiences I had, but then look at it in a different context and in a different environment. What was important for me as a mentor, I feel, was to stay flexible rather than locking in a set of goals or a direction. Rather, keep asking, is this the right conversation to be having right now? Really enjoyed the experience. I'm sure it's going to be a lifelong professional friendship. So super glad to have been involved in the program.
Hi, my name is Will Biles. I am a vineyard manager here on the Mornington Peninsula. Thank you, Wine Communicators Australia, for this wonderful opportunity that you've given me. Thank you, Steve Faulkner, my mentor. It's been an absolute journey to connect with Steve. I'm pretty new to this, fairly new to this, but it's done a lot for building my confidence, helping my personal growth, and looking after the vines, looking after the soil, looking after yourself. Steve's a world of knowledge. He's really helped me build my confidence going into this growing season and all the challenges we face every day. And making sure you look after yourself at the same time. So thank you so much. It's been absolutely great.
So as you can see from that, they are the wise words from the people that mentors and mentees of our last year's program. And you can see it's very emotional and moving video, particularly for the partners. We were talking about it before when we were watching it, and poor old Chris had to get the tissues out, but luckily I'm still holding it together. So that's a wrap for today's webinar. Unless, Alex, there is any questions that have come through during the video.
No, nothing today.
Excellent. So what I'd like to say is the next steps. The video and the PDF presentation that we've just shared today will be sent out to you. The lovely Alex will be sending that out to you. Mentees will no doubt be in contact with you and throughout, starting from now pretty much. But the program basically starts from now. But I think it's officially now, isn't it, Alex, or is it July?
No, officially now, June to the end of November.
Wow, fantastic. I can't wait. In August, we will have some fireside chats where we have an opportunity to have some people come in and give some education and some learning experiences to both mentees and mentors. So you're welcome to come to those. Alex has sent out the press release this morning, so watch out. It's going to be out there in the public very, very soon. And so everybody will know your contribution. The other thing is, of course, we will be sending out, or Alex will send out to you, the the digital badges, and we really love for you to use those on your LinkedIn and or social media. Really great for your email sign off as well. So it just helps build the program and build the pride that we've got in the industry. And finally, certainly not at all the least thing that I should do is say thank you so much to our contributing partners. Honestly, without all of the organisations working together as well as we do, we couldn't bring this program to you. So I really wish you all the very best for your mentorship. Please, please, please enjoy the experience and make the most of it. It's all up to you. Thanks so much.